Good morning. Dear listeners, today I have taken Tintern Abbey by William Wordsworth to discuss. Tintern Abbey is one of the most representative poems by William Wordsworth. Remember, please, it occupies an important place among his shorter poems. This poem reveals the spiritual development of the poet. It deals with poet's attitude towards nature. Tintern Abbey is the last poem of the lyrical ballads. William Wordsworth paid a second visit to the famous Wee Valley in July 1798. His sister Dorothy was also with him. It was a delightful and pleasant spot. Being impressed by the beauty of this place, the poet composed Tintern Abbey. Tintern Abbey consists of three parts. The first part describes the scene in the valley. Here we find the description of mountains, fruit gardens, green trees, river, hedgerows, and rising smoke. In the second part of the poem, the poet tells us the various stages of his approach to nature. The third part is addressed to his sister Dorothy. The poet says that nature would console her in her miseries. Nature never betrays its worshipper. This poem is significant for its forms and images of nature. Here we see that the poet has great faith in the restorative and associative power of nature. At first, the poet reacts in a sensual way to the physical qualities of natural things. Later on, he finds eternal beauty among these things. The physical delight becomes spiritual ecstasy. In short, Tintern Abbey expresses the poet's ardent love for nature. It seems that the poet considers nature as God. To conclude, Tintern Abbey is a personal and confessional poem. In other words, it is a short autobiography of the poet in verse. It also gives out the mystic and transcendental note of Wordsworth's nature. It is a mirror on which the poet's entire philosophy of nature is reflected. Thank you very much.